experience. TopGolf, you've got a different experience in terms of PGA pros and instructors, and you mentioned that they can have more interaction with those who are doing something at TopGolf.
Yeah, that's right. So we have 2 to 3 PGA teaching pros at every TopGolf facility. And it's a different environment because, versus being in a pro shop somewhere and waiting for people to come or taking lessons or ordering it, you've got 600 people potentially out there playing the game right there and then, and you can walk around and you can talk and you can interact socially, and you can give a little pointer here and a little pointer there. And what we see is that while there's a lot of people who are there for the ambience, the entertainment, they're still hitting balls. And it's a human condition that when you start doing something, you want to get better at it, right? And sooner or later, after 1 or 2 times, you're now amenable to that professional coming to you and saying, if you change this, if you change that, you'll hit a little bit better. And typically, as you know, right, for beginner golfers, 1 or 2 things can make a big difference in terms of percentage success rate for that person. And we see that activity then drawing them into more formal hour-long lessons with the pro, add the technology, the portable technology that these other folks and others are using. Lots of video analysis. We happen to use our pros use the Huddle technique product, and we've got 30,000 plus videos uploaded by our students, and we only did this TG University, TopGolf University program, only started last year. So we think that we can be a really good venue with the right kind of approach from the instructors, which may be a little different than traditional, that then gets the guest back into a more traditional lesson program.
Right. But that's sort of the key. It's non-traditional, and that's what we need to do to continue to grow the game. Is come up against the traditions and challenge the traditions in part of an effort to draw in this next generation and even older generations who have not yet been drawn into the game. Joe, the number of instructors you have and the number of sessions that you run, but what's your advice for the PGA Pro given the acceleration of teaching methodologies and teaching technologies and robotic devices like we see out there on the floor? Where is this going to take us, and what do they need to do to continue to adapt?
I think the biggest thing is to not be intimidated, not be afraid of technology, and jump in and try it. I do think the biggest challenge is trying to differentiate what looks cool and has some buzz to it, but maybe isn't that effective in teaching golf, and really understanding the actual application to your client. I think the new PGA Verify that is launching will really help PGA pros decipher technology and buy the best and the proper technology for them moving forward.
Yes, because golf has always been an industry where there's a whole bunch of really wacky toys that come in that are sometimes a little dubious, a little bit questionable, and so I think what the PGA is doing is the same thing we're doing in the world of healthcare. Medical devices, let's give it a seal of approval. Let's ensure that it's something that is providing real value and is a valuable teaching aid that you can incorporate into. And Joni Lockridge from the PGA is going to be talking about PGA Verified in about